Greetings and aloha, what's going on? It's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com. How's my voice? Mike, how did you make your money? My mouth.
BKK.FM.
So I'm here in Jomtien, and I thought I would share with you basically how I squandered my money. I've got this hotel, and it has a bed in it. I know that's very crazy, but the cool part is that I can set the camera up like on the bed, and then I can video myself taking a shower, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do. There's an opportunity for me to look at myself yet once again with this mirror as well as this one, and then there's this crazy spray thing in there that it seems a lot of us foreigners have come to love, as well as another opportunity to look at the back of my head. So, you know, I got that going on. But the real sort of benefit to the, you know, it was $29 to stay here. And I thought, I don't know, in this neighborhood, it's a little steep. I mean, look at the traffic down there. You know, you're wondering why I'm up early, and I'm like, dude, look at the commute I'm facing. I got Bot Bus 1, I got Bot Bus 2. I mean, each of those will run you easy 10 baht, which, you know, I mean, if you do the current exchange rate, that's, you know, that's sometimes a day's salary for a lot of people in the United States. So, amidst all that sarcasm, good morning. I'm going for a walk. And actually, I just thought of something. A couple reasons why I'm going for a walk. And I know this is going to sound flippant, but at the end of the day, it's because I can. And it's one of the reasons that I take the stairs instead of the escalator. It's one of the reasons that I walk instead of taking a taxi, because I can. And at some point in my life, I bet I'm not going to be able to walk. And so I'd like to take advantage of it now. So anyway, the name of this place is...
Oh, shiny red ball!
I do have my mask, and I do have my sunglasses, and I do have my wallet. This is the back door. My buddy Robbie is staying over there. Actually, he's rented the entire facility, so he's doing pretty well with his YouTube channel. Oh, look, another mirror. Hi, Mike. How's it going? I have come down to Jomtien, which, if many of you don't know, it's the more mature way of basically telling any jealous woman in your life that you're going to Pattaya. So I got that going for me. All right, I'll stop screwing around. So I'm here at Davari, and it's spelled D space V-A-R-E-E. And it's a pretty nice facility. It's got this rooftop bar place that opens at 6 p.m. on the 38th floor. I'm currently on the 25th floor, but I'm gonna go for a walk and kind of show you guys around, as well as show you the fairly deep beach actually that exists in Jomtien South. Because I like to go for a nice long beach walk, and this affords that opportunity. So once the elevator comes and I get on the ground floor, we shall resume in 3, 2. That's to the beach. This is to the back. When I mentioned back door, that's what's out there, and this is the lobby. But while I'm quite certain those people in there were lovely, we go to where it says this way. Because while there may have been chairs and tables out there, we head to the cool kids table now, don't we? So this is interesting. There's a pool table there. There's also a pool table in Robbie's condo complex. Oh, well, this is doing good. This is further proof that we're going the right way. I will tell you that this beach, Jomtien Beach Road, was much busier than I thought it would be last night, which was a Tuesday night. You know, one of the things you guys have heard me mention over the last couple years is, you know, only child beach, right? And I was telling a buddy last night, I'm like, I gotta tell you, dude, I think 2020 was like one of my best travel years ever. Because I didn't have to share a whole lot. Now, of course, that also meant that a facility like this, which is where we are staying, and I am there-ish, wasn't even open, right? Because I mean, it's just so large. It's like, look, dude, we can't afford to pay the staff to just do nothing because we can't even physically open. And then of course they, you know, had the opportunity to transition into the, well, what is now the test and go with SHA Plus, right? But before that, it was like the 2-week quarantine and, you know, 3 meals a day and all that. So they're like, okay, well, at least we're pulling in some revenue. But anyway, the other reason I wanted to come down here and check out this beach is because from my hotel room, I'm looking down over here, right? And the beach is quite deep, which I really like. One of the things that you may have experienced with, I guess I can dismount. One of the things that you may have experienced with Pattaya over the last, I don't know, say, how long have I been coming here? 10 years. Is that the sidewalk has got incredibly wider, the drainage is better, and the beach is much deeper. And so I think what I'm going to be able to do is to show you the engineering reason that that occurs, or how that occurs, rather. Because it's not that it's not that the level of the sea is getting lower, now is it? But this is sort of what I'm used to and what I was expecting as far as traffic goes. My sarcasm describing the traffic this morning. But for the most part, this is sort of very Jomtien Beach, right? So you come down off the sidewalk and there's a slope down and it's, you know, I don't know, 5 degrees or whatever it is. The point is that it gets to the beach and then the beach shows up. And it's not gigantic, right? But it's okay. And then of course the beauty of it is they kept the trees in and there's plenty of shade, and all of these chairs and umbrellas get set up along the beach pretty much every single day. And then they get taken down at night and put in these racks like this, and that's what happens basically in the cycle of a week at a beach city in Thailand. But what I'm really excited about is that I can show you why the beach that I'm going to that is so deep and how they make it that way. Because you know, the nice thing about being near the ocean is that you're also near the ocean floor. So you can, it's what they do is they usually, 2 ways, they just suck up a whole bunch of sand into a giant barge and then they bring all that sand on the beach and then they make more beach. And you know, that affords further surface area for you to enjoy yourself. And they've done a ton of that in Pattaya. And basically that is done like this. You get yourself a backhoe, Bobby, and you basically make beach. Poppy. You guys are just, oh yeah, enough beer for you guys? Dude, dial it back, dog. So yeah, so this is what occurs. Now, they're not just adding sand to the beach to make the beach. Even though when I go to the beach with Gracie, I'm basically bringing sand to the beach. Oh, look at me being so tall, giving you the view. If this was a Thai vlog, this is what you'd be getting. But oh no, you've got way cool white guy mics giving you like the full-on vision of this baby. So, they do the beach and then they also put additional drainage in, which is smart. So, this is the beginning of it, and then in probably less than about 2 minutes, I will be able to show you the result of all of this work with the mighty backhoe. If you're interested in staying at Dvari, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but we will all agree that that is what we will refer to it as for right now. If you're interested in staying at Dvari, my first 2 nights there were with taxes and everything via Agoda, $25, and I think it was 17 cents via the conversion rate, which as of today is 34 to 1, which is quite good. When I first started vacationing in Thailand, it was 29 baht to the dollar, which of course, because of that, and that was my first experience with Thailand, anything above that, as far as I'm concerned, is free money ever since I started coming here. So it will be probably quite unlikely that you will ever see a video from me similar to a few other expats that make videos every time the exchange rate changes and complains about it. Anything over a 29 is fine with me. So when it hits 34, I'm like, okay, so basically what you're telling me is that my spending power just increased by about, what would that be, about 14%? If my math is correct, and it always is, provided I'm using Jarvis, you guys, can you tell me where that reference is from?
If my math is right, I don't know what it is.
So then I wouldn't be walking, I would be flying, wouldn't I? Now, I'm a little bit concerned that, well, I'm not concerned that I can't do this, so I can still show you guys what is on the other side of said fence. But what I'm hoping is that in short order, this fence ends and I'm actually able to go to the beach. They're referring to this project as Jomtien Beach Nourishment, which I like. That's kind of a neat way of referring to it. And the signs have been here so long that the sun has absolutely bleached almost any degree of color that was added to it, to these tarps. I will also tell you that the label of this place being Highsotel. Oh, can we peek it in? Oh yeah, we can. So this is really deep beach, and I'm a little bit bummed that I can't get on the other side of this. All right, I gotta figure out a way to do that. So I'm gonna shut off this camera. I'm gonna pull out my Glock, and I'm gonna basically command that I'm allowed to get on the other side of it. In 3, 2. All right, hold on, I may have a solution. I fear, though, that there might be some degree of illegality of me coming into said beach. And I don't necessarily wanna poke the bear, but I have a feeling that if I go down to that end of the fence, I can get on the beach legally. So let's try that first. Because, as you probably experienced, once you get on the beach, if there's a fence on the beach, going around it is sort of, I mean, the beach is more of like a suggestion. It's more like a yield sign. It's not like a full stop, it's a yield sign. So let's see if we can get down that end of it and basically design ourselves a cool kids table where potentially Robbie and I can do a live stream coming up. And so if you have heard me mention the name Robbie and you don't know who that is, the gentleman's name is Robbie Shipman, which I'm sure with that last name, he got no crap in high school at all. I'm sure everyone accurately pronounced Shipman the way you would pronounce it relative to a...
Oh, shiny red ball!
I don't know, dude. This looks pretty friggin' inviting. Wear head protection, hand protection. I don't have I'm not wearing a mask. I don't have slippers, so I'm good. Authorized personnel only. I mean, that's sort of subjective. No photography. All right, well, luckily I'm shooting full motion video because if I was one of these guys that shot stills, obviously I'm not authorized. But there were also a number of other limitations back there that sadly I seem to qualify for. So again, I'm not gonna break the law much, but I am gonna go down here. And I'll tell you right now, here's why this weather is so friggin' cool. Right now I'm in the shade. Oh, in the shade, it is gorgeting mist. It is absolutely the way to go. So I'm seeing a little less limitation to my life right now, and I'm betting that I can use this beach until I hear sir. Actually, no, I would hear that in the Philippines. Here I'll hear kun mai sound until I hear kun mai off beach mai. Now the downside, of course, to this sand being the sand that is out there, that's been brought here from out there in that boat, and maybe that barge as well, that one, something like that, and now it's here, is it's not pristine and white, right? It is hardly rocky. It has some degree of air to it, has some degree of fluff, so that's nice. I'm also very interested in those two buildings. That one on the right, and I can't remember the name of those to save my life right now. Luckily, it's not a requirement to be able to save my life by remembering that name of that building, but I will look it up online and potentially put it below in text. Now in 3, 2, so there you go, that place. Apparently 700 or so meters high off sea level. And the tallest building in Pattaya area. Maybe in Chon Buri. It's definitely not the highest building in Thailand. I believe there are several of those that are higher than that in Bangkok. So you hear this? I like that quite a bit, because, well, it's Thailand, right?